Hello everyone, this is Uniquely Made Jessica. Welcome to my channel, and today I have a really short rainbow haul for y'all, and I just have shoes and perfume, and most of them is really inexpensive. So if you want to see what I have, please stay tuned. So the first thing I have, I'm gonna start off with this sample that I have. It's a wood-like sample, and I didn't know they gave different samples like this with their packages because this is my first time ordering from Rainbow online. I've gotten stuff from them before, like in store, but I've never ordered online before. So this will be good, and I actually have laundry to do tomorrow, so hopefully this works out really good with the clothes that I have. So enough about this sample. The first thing I got, like I have 3 pairs of shoes. So the first pair I have is these white quilted shoes with this gold detail, and this is in a size 8 in women's, and they had it on clearance for like $5.99 or $4.99, and the original price is $14.99, and I need more shoes for work. And I feel like these are really cute. You can wear these to work, you can wear these to church. These are pretty simple. They're white. You can wear them with a lot of things. The only thing is I'm scared to get these dirty. So I probably won't wear these as often. But you see the gold detail and the quilting or whatever. These are like really, really cute shoes. So that's enough about these white quilted shoes. And I'll have these linked all in the description box, and I'll probably insert it over here or over here. So that's all for these white quilted shoes. The next two are pretty similar. So the first pair is these black loafers. Also, I think it was like $4.99 or $5.99. Also in size 8 in women's, and it has like this gold chain detailing. And I mostly prefer black shoes because they go with everything. And I think the brand is called Rouge. I think that's the brand for all 3 of the shoes. And can you see how cute these are? These are really nice, like work shoes, church shoes. You're not really doing too much. I don't really wear a lot of heels, so it's more comfortable for me to wear like flats and loafers. So I have this pair, and I also have kind of like a similar pair. It's pretty much kind of like the same pair, but it's patent leather. Well, I don't know if you're a patent leather. It's like this patent shiny material, and it has the chain like this one does. So they are pretty similar. Like I said, it was like $4.99, $5.99 for each shoe. And I like it. I just don't like the little sticky sound they make. But hey, the shoes are really affordable, so I don't really expect too much. But yeah, these will be the main ones I will wear to work because they're black. And I feel like black goes with almost anything. And I have a pair of red flats. I have a pair of blue suede loafers. And I also got those from Rainbow. But I also did a video on those loafers and a few other items that I got from Rainbow like a couple of months ago. So I will link that in the cards. But yeah, so this is the other 2 black pairs of loafers. So the rest of this haul is going to be dedicated to perfumes from Rainbow. And I remember buying perfumes from Rainbow back when I was in college. And that was like a little over 10 years ago and whatever. So it's been a long time since I bought perfumes from Rainbow, and I'm trying to get into the perfume game and try different things, but I'm not opposed to trying less expensive options. And if they don't get away from Rainbows, people think stuff from Rainbows like hella cheap, the quality won't be good, but I mean, you get what you pay for, but that doesn't mean you can't smell good. And they also have that you can get perfumes 3 for $10. I only got 5 because I couldn't decide which 6 that I wanted, but they all ended up being $3.33 each. So the first perfume is this perfume from Kimberly, and this is Exotic Cherry, and this is supposed to be inspired by the KKW Kimoji Cherry. And I'm not going to be supporting Kim Kardashian stuff, so I don't mind paying $3.33 for it. And let me pull it out. It is this bottle, like a big cherry, kind of like an apple, but you can tell it's like a cherry. And this is like the stem. It's really cute and creative. I think this is a 3.4. Let me make sure. Yes, it's a 3 fluid ounce bottle, which you getting expensive bottles. You're gonna be paying like hundreds of dollars possibly for it, and this is how it looks when it pops out. And I have like a little piece of top that I cut into several pieces. So I ripped into several pieces so you can smell it because I don't want to put too much on my skin. So here it goes. And probably these you might get at the alcohol spill, but let's see. It's like a smell, kind of like a powderiness to the scent. Hold on. It's like I get some of the cherry. I feel like it's pulling more powdery. Let me spray the box to make sure my nose isn't quite deceiving me. It smells good, but it's not as cherry-like as I thought it's going to be. I feel like it has like a sweet, like powderiness to it. This is light. I feel like you can wear this to work. It smells good. It's not like, I don't think it's like, I'm spraying it on my body just to see if I'm not tripping or nothing like that. Okay. I understand you pick up a little bit of the cherry. And on me, it doesn't come off as like this really medicinal, cough syrupy kind of cherry. It gives more like a powdery feel to it, which if you don't want your cherry fragrances to smell overly like a cherry soda or like a cough syrup or something like that, I feel like this would be good. But yeah, this is picking up more powdery on me. I don't know why. Maybe it has like a whipped cream note in it. You couldn't really look up the notes for this particular perfume anywhere, but what I might end up doing is putting the notes of the inspiration, like what it's inspired by, on the side, and maybe it could kind of give you a general idea of what is this supposed to smell like. It smells good. It's just I don't really get the cherry, and that's kind of in a way disappointing. But if you're just getting this thinking it's gonna smell like cough syrup, I don't think it's gonna smell like cough syrup. This just pulls a little bit more powdery on my nose. Because I had also this other perfume by Dossier that I used up called Oriental Cherry. Even though this and Oriental Cherry are nowhere alike, because Oriental Cherry is a dupe for Lost Cherry, and that one at first pulled off like cough syrup. But the more I used it, it has like the cherry, it has like an almond note, and it smelled really good, really sexy. It didn't last long, but this is coming off more powdery. So yeah, what I probably do is put the notes of the original, what this is inspired by, in the video, and you can kind of have a general idea of what this might have in it, but it smells really good. It's just, I don't get the cherry. I get like a whipped cream or like a powdery note. And for this to be called exotic cherry, I was not expecting that, but it's still a good fragrance nonetheless. So this is Kimberly Exotic Cherry Parfum by the brand Mirage brand. So the next perfume I have is called Flower Power Perfume. And it had like a plastic like wrapping on the front saying this is not, Victor and Ross Flower Bomb, but this is inspired by Flower Bomb. I have a Flower Bomb oil, and this is how the bottle looks. It's really cute and pink and girly. The top is kind of flimsy. It's kind of sorry, but it's $3.99, so who cares? So I'm gonna take a paper towel and spray it, and I'm gonna see if it compares to like the oil that I have. The oil I have really smells really good. Fan it a little bit. Try to get the alcohol up out of it. Oh, damn. This smells really good. And this is pretty. I don't own like an actual bottle of Flower Bomb, but comparing this to the oil, I feel like this is pretty spot on. Oh my god, this smells really good. This smells pretty similar. I can't tell you about sillage or how long it projects and anything like that. It has Shirley May Deluxe. I don't know who Shirley May is, but Shirley May got this pinpointed this down. This smells really good, and this smells very similar to the Flower Bomb oil that I have. Man, this smells good. And it is only like $4.99, but if you get three, this will be $3.33. Girl, y'all, get Flower Power. If you cannot afford to get Flower Bomb, I got an oil that I get from a local oil guy that I've had for a couple of years. But this, for me, is pretty spot on. And if you're a beauty on a budget and you want to save you some money, girl, get you some Flower Power. This is really cute, really girly, feminine. It smells really light and sweet. You can smell a little bit floral, but it's not like your old lady kind of floral. Most people have tried Flower Bomb before in some kind of way. If you haven't, I will stick the notes up here somewhere. But girl, I really like Flower Power. Flower Power smells really good. I like her. She's cute. I like her. So, Flower Power. So the next fragrance I have is Viva Las Vegas. And clearly you can tell by the packaging, this is inspired by Viva La Juicy by Juicy Couture. And this is the bottle. It looks pretty similar. I think I've tried this when I was in college. And I remember liking it. But since I'm a little older, I want to see if I still like this fragrance. And let's see if I still like it. Or if I probably outgrown it. Because this is like really like sweet, girly. To some people, it can be a little juvenile. It can be a little immature. And it still smells good to me. And I remember buying this when I was like 21, 22. When I didn't really have no money, but it still smells pretty good. If you're like probably in my age group and you don't really like really sweet fragrances, you might think this is a little young, but I still feel like this smells good. The bottle isn't doing too much. This is cute. And honestly, if you a sweet fragrance lover, you can't really go wrong with Juicy Couture. I have tried the Juicy Couture. It was like Couture Malibu or something like that. And I'll probably show y'all that later on down the road. But this reminds me of college. That's crazy, right? Reminds me of college. And like I said, it's real sweet, real girly, real feminine. Some people might feel like it's a little bit immature, but I feel like this is a good fragrance if you like smelling sweet and everything. I feel like certain fragrances doesn't really matter. You can wear whatever, but I might be 50 still wearing this later on down the road. So yeah, this is Viva Las Vegas. So we're winding down to the last two, and this one is called G for Women Sexy Night. And I think this one is inspired by John Paul Gaultier's Scandal by Night. It could be the wrong one, but I will put the inspiration somewhere on the screen. And this is how the bottle looks. You got the legs up. Like, girl, what you doing with your legs up? What you doing, sis? But this is the bottle. But I know for sure it's inspired by John Paul Gaultier, one of the scandals. I just don't remember which one exactly. I looked them all up and I looked up the notes before I purchased these. I like the original fragrance. Just so I could be like, alright, this might be what I like, but I'm not sure. But let me try this. Oh, this smells like something I owned before. This does have like a really sexy element to it. I'm not the best at detecting individual notes on everything, but does it? I don't know. It smells good. Would I be in love with this? I'm not completely sure. I feel like this is more of a date night fragrance. I feel like it's a little bit richer, a little bit more sexy than all the other ones. All the other ones you can kind of play it safe, but it smells really good. I don't know if I'd be. You could wear this during the daytime, I guess, but I would definitely, since it says night and the way it smells, I would feel more comfortable wearing this at night, going out somewhere, and I don't go out that often. But this smells really good. I've never had any kind of dupe or anything inspired by Jean Paul Gaultier, but man, it smells good. I don't think I did too bad. I like this. I would just have to figure out where would I wear this to. Cause I mean, you could wear it where you want to. I wouldn't feel comfortable wearing this to work. And that's why I wear most of my fragrances is to work. But this is G for Women Sexy Night, inspired by one of the Jean Paul Gaultier Scandal fragrances. So last but certainly not least, this is Ferrera Stiletto. And this is inspired by Carolina Herrera's Good Girl. And this is the shoe. And I dropped the box, so the shoe might have been a little twisted. And this is how it looks. Some people can be sexy. I really like the bottle on the original, but I've never owned the original. But I've had the dossier version, which is Oriental Almond. And I also have a fragrance oil that is inspired by Carolina Herrera Good Girl. I actually just received that one recently. And let me see how you pop this. Oh, you pop it off like that. Okay, cool. So I'm going to spray this, and hopefully it smells similar to what the dossier one and what the fragrance oil I have. I hope it smells similar. And I'm going to spray it. Wave it around. Maybe I'm smelling mostly alcohol. So this one I can't really figure out if it smells similar. So I'm going to spray it on my arm. And I'm going to let it dry just a little. Because right off, I can't really tell because I'm getting the alcohol scent. I'm still getting the alcohol. So I'm going to let this dry. But going by what's off the paper, it doesn't really smell as similar. I think with the Florienta almond and with the oil, you can really pick up the almond note. And there is a sweetness, but it's also like a little sexiness to go with it, and I'm waiting for this to dry. But so far, I can't really tell if it's a similarity. Okay, now that I'm smelling it, I mean, there's a few things that is similar to the dupes that I have. Like I said, I've never tried the original Carolina Herrera Good Girl, but it smells similar, but I can't really say it's kind of like spot on, but I'm comparing a dupe to two other dupes. So I don't think that's necessarily fair. It smells good. It's light, but the oil, definitely the oil that I have in the dossier version was a little bit stronger than this for me. Like I said, it smells good. I like it. But if you're comparing it to other dupes, I don't think this is right on the money. But I like it. I mean, I like it. It's just, it's not as strong as I thought it was going to be. So if you're looking for this to be like beast mode, nah, no ma'am. It's a rainbow perfume, so you might not get that. If you're looking for it to be exactly smelling just like Carolina Herrera, I feel like it's similar, but I don't feel like it's like exactly. But the average person might not even know or care, so I don't think that even matters unless you're like a perfume snob or something. But the average person might not be able to tell. And I'm gonna just let y'all in. It ain't really a secret, so I ain't even gonna treat it like it's a secret. I just think one way that kind of helps me as I'm learning about perfumes and fragrances and what I like, what I don't like. One day, because I'm bored, and as somebody else told me, it might be the nerd in me. I sat down and I've had like a couple of perfumes that I bought from like mostly Ross, and I have like body mist. I have from like Victoria's Secret, and I also have a video about that, so you can check that out below. And like Bath and Body Works, I also have my fragrance oils, and now I have like my fragrance samples. So what I did, and this was like over the span of like months, I sat down. I pretty much wrote a list of all the perfumes I own, and by each perfume, I wrote down the notes of all of the perfumes, all the fragrances that I own. The body spray, body mist, fragrance oil, what it's inspired by, if it's actual perfume, like let's just say like a dossier or celebrity fragrance or something like that. I wrote down the notes. And at the end of it all, and like I said, you ain't gotta do this. This is what I did. I compared a lot of the perfumes and the fragrances I had, and I tried to see what notes are common in a lot of these fragrances that I like. And I know for me personally, I like gourmands. I like sweet. I like smelling sweet. If I do a floral, it mostly cannot just be too much of a straight floral, because some florals smell really good, like the Flower Power, but some of them can make you smell like somebody's grandma. And I don't want to smell like somebody's grandma. So I wrote down the notes and I just compared and contrasted. And I'm not completely done, but I know for me personally, I like almond. I noticed I really like patchouli. I like musk. I like sweetness. I like tonka bean. I like cherry. I like sometimes I like chocolate. I like, different things. I like cinnamon can be okay, but it can be a little bit too spicy, and I don't like too spicy of a fragrance. A few of my fragrances that I compare, I like pink pepper, but if it's like mostly like sweet with like maybe some jasmine, orange blossom, things of that nature. I don't know how to pinpoint that out by sniffing a perfume alone, but I could be like, okay, this perfume has these notes, or this is inspired by this perfume which has these notes. It could be a possibility I like this perfume because I like these certain notes. So that's just something I personally do. Most people do not recommend blind buying, but if you get something cheap, if you don't like it, do what I do. Give it to somebody else. Like, it is what it is. I'd rather you try something like cheap, like these rainbow fragrances, or like try a sample from like fragrances or something, then bite the bullet and getting expensive bottles of perfume for one that might not even last that long. Or two, something that might stink and you sitting there like, girl, I done bought this bottle for like 50, 60, 70, or hundreds of dollars and I don't like it. It stinks. Some people might let you take it back, but who's trying to take back stuff in the middle of a panini? Nobody. So I feel like that would be a good way for you to determine what kind of fragrances you might possibly like and which ones you won't like. But enough of me rambling. Let me go back to see my nosy difference with the Ferrera Stiletto. Not much of a difference. It smells good. It's similar, but it's not like head on. But anyway, because I'm running my mouth. That's the end of this video, and I show you my cute shoes, and I showed you all my different fragrances that I got. And I'm all about being a beauty on a budget. Ain't nothing wrong with splurging or nothing like that. Because if you got it, spend it. You can't take the money with you when you die. But you don't have to go all out and just blow your money trying to get the most expensive stuff for people that don't even care what you got. You can still get stuff on a budget. It still look cute. It still smell good and do everything else. So enough of me running my mouth. That's it. You can comment down below, like, and subscribe. Do whatever you want to do. If you have any critiques for me, let me know. If you have any other recommendations for rainbow fragrances, let me know too. I'll let you know. I like sweet stuff. Like I say, if I do florals, don't let it be like I smell like Gertrude, because no ma'am, I'm not doing that. I'm getting older, but I don't want to smell necessarily like a Chanel No. 5, because I heard that smells old ladies too. So give me your recommendations and all of that stuff, and I'm more than willing to listen to what you have to say and everything like that. So until next time, bye y'all.